actually put in the book, I may not put all of it, what I'm saying, because there's going to be different technologies completely on how to power, power even buildings and everything. And I put the key technologies in. I feel that some of it's already been created, but they haven't got the information, because I can see it. And even Edison, all of them said, even Da Vinci said, everything's up there. We just have to, bring it down. Exactly. So that's what I do. I just go in and I go in and plug in where I want. I've got a radar that can go there. But it's important to know that things are on the move to a future. Now, devastation and terraforming, that's what we're talking about, right? And are we okay on time so far? Misty, we're okay?
You're fine. I'm enjoying listening to you.
I just don't comment. Okay. All right. So basically, I'll put everything else more in, in the book. There's so many things that we have not even realized our potential. So what are we doing? What are we actually? Earth is actually moving in that way, and every few millions of years, we are absolutely integrating more dimensions than brought in. What happened with the Cretaceous period? Suddenly, evolution took a jump. I know it's kind of corny with the X-Men or whatever, but the evolution, every few millennia, takes a jump. And we are in that jump. All right? And that's why the next 15 years is important, because we are actually melting in and we are interweaving this these new dimensions there. Okay? But we're going to have consequences to that, because the logics are going to have a fight with it. Why do you think next year is going to be one horrific year? That's been predicted, because what's going on is the logics can't explain it, because it's not designed by Einstein, it hasn't been endorsed by a scientist, because we're saying it as psychics, that we are seeing this happening, but it's really to do with, and I hate to say 2012 are the elections. The election going on, and yes, they're going to be riots. They're far more aggressive and retaliatory than ever before, because you've got the logics hitting the emotionals who are just going off the beat, because they're reacting through, core emotion and not understanding. Now, I'm not talking about anybody here, because we are connected with the spirit world. We know that this is just a phase. There's people out there who, I hate to say it, I know of one person who's, already preparing for Armageddon. And this is a very logical person. I would never have dreamed it, but I'm not surprised. Guns, I'm ready, and, the dollar's going to happen for it. No, it won't happen. You see, there's a lot more being interwoven into this whole scenario. And everything is being controlled. And even though a lot of people say, well, why can't you tell me? And a lot of people get very aggravated with this when they say, thank you. I don't care who you're fighting. We're not allowed to tell you what to do. We can offer you suggestions. We can guide you, but we are not allowed to change your life. Whose life is it? Mine? No, yours. It's not spirit. It's your challenges. It's your life. So you have to decide which way, right, left, center, backward, round and round and a roundabout. I don't care. But it's your decision, right? So that's important. Gosh, there's so much I want to do. But anyway, okay, I hate to say it's a suicidal rate, and it is, I hate to say it, in school age, that they can't handle it. And it's just their emotions are going, they're not being heard. And all right, who do you think are the new children? And this is a huge chapter in my book. And it's not blue children or whatever they call indigo children. No. How do we name them? I can do anything I want. Whether you want to believe in it, exactly my prerogative, right? They're called energy children. And how many people here have noticed how many more children are being born autistic? Right? Yeah. Yeah. It's an epidemic. The doctors don't even know what to do at the moment. So what they're doing is they're dumbing them down. They're not elevating them, they're dumbing them down. And that is such an insult to these children, because these children are so incredibly prolific. They're like, they have so much to teach us. And why autistic children? because their ends aren't sealed. They see and feel everything, correct? And because of that, they have more access to, and that's why I call them energy children, because how do I read you? Through energy. And how do we all read you? Through energy. And they actually don't filter it. They don't put conditions that we are preconditioned. Before birth, we're preconditioned, by the way. And it's so aggravating when you see it. I mean, I know the Nevada State, the guy who's in charge of all of that. He's a good friend of mine. He's actually NBC president, and he has three children. Two are autistic, and they were low functioning autistic children. They're not anymore. They didn't give in. They actually pushed them, and they're now considered high functioning because they knew how to work with them, not control them, but work with them. Yes, sweetie. I'm sorry, darling. Yeah. Yes, it's okay. You're one of the children. It's great. No, it's good, sweetheart. Yes.
I have a comment regarding the autistic children. Well, shouldn't we then, our job to be to empower the parents to let them know
Yes.
those children, there's so many
I
levels
totally
of autism.
agree. Yes, because the thing is, there aren't any support groups, and there aren't. It's getting to be such an epidemic. The support groups are even fragmenting now because they don't know what to do. And I'm offering a different alternative to it because in my classes I've got different ways of communicating with them and calming them down in, just using energy.
You just have to find the right key.
Thank
Once
you.
you find the key, the whole child unlocks, and it's amazing.
Thank you. And a lot of people don't know that it's all to do with energy. And we're trying to force logic on them, and logic is the furthest thing away from them. And it is all about emotions and energy. And once you find that key, you find them. They are incredible. Go to the YouTube if you want, but I've got several ones on autistic healing, not healing, but interaction, and it helps. But anyway, that's helped the new children coming in, and that's only some of them. I'm not saying all of them are, but remember, everything's pendulum. There are extremes to everything, right? So that's an extreme, but on the other side, there are other children who are just so not even beyond old souls. They know everything. They are plugged in, I'm telling you. And they know a lot, I know. So it's just so remember, they won't be activated. So basically, they won't be activated until their right time. There's too much pressure on the children.